We live in a world where effort is glorified, where striving is seen as the only path to success. But I want to tell you today, trying so hard, what you seek, what you desire is already yours. You see, the greatest secret is this. The life you wish for exists right now. Not some distant future, but here in this very moment. It doesn't lie in struggle. In the chase. Instead, it lies within you, waiting for you to claim it. Many believe that to achieve their dreams, they must toil endlessly, force outcomes, a chase after what seems out of reach. But the truth is, what you are seeking is already within your grasp. You need not chase. You need only align yourself with the feeling of having it. The key to manifesting your desires is simply stop trying to create from a place of lack. When you struggle, you reinforce the idea that what you want is separate from you, that it is far away. But the truth is, you are the creator of your own reality. Everything you desire is already yours, the moment you imagine it. So how do you claim it? You do so by assuming the state of the wish fulfilled feel in your heart. What it is like to already have what you seek. Live from that feeling. When you assume the state of already being, having, and doing what you desire, the world will rearrange itself to reflect that truth. There is no separation between you and your desires, only the illusion of separation created by your own doubts and fears. The moment you stop trying so hard, the moment you let go of the need to fight for what is already yours, you will find it flowing effortlessly into your life. You do not need to strive, you only need to believe with unwavering conviction that it is done. Believe that it is already yours. Feel the reality of your wish fulfilled and trust that the universe will bring it to you in perfect timing when you stop resisting, when you stow doubting, when you stop striving with force and effort. You make way for the miracle to happen. All that you desire is already here. Stop trying hard, simply receive it. It's already yours. One desire are already yours. What you seek exists in the present moment and is not something to chase after too. Stop trying so hard. Striving and effort reinforce the idea of lack, creating separate between you and your desires. 3. Assume the state of the wish, fulfill a feel, and live as if you already have what you desire, and it will manifest naturally. 4. Align with the feel in a. Your emotions and beliefs shape your reality. So focus on the feeling of already having what you want. Let go of resistance, doubts, fears, and forceful striving. Create obstacles. Letting opens the way for manifestation. 6. Trust in the process. Believe with conviction that your desires will manifest in perfect timing when you align yourself with them. Desire, often perceived as something distant, something we must pursue and chase after with relentless effort. We are conditioned to believe that what we long for is outside of us, separate from our current reality.
That it requires hard work, sacrifice, and struggle to obtain. But what if I told you that your desires are already yours? What if, instead of chasing after your dreams, you could claim them here and now, knowing that they exist within you, just waiting for your acknowledgement and acceptance? When we desire something, whether it's a material possession, a relationship, a career, or even a state of being, we tend to think of it as something that exists outside of ourselves, something we must bring into our lives. But the truth is, your desires are not separate from you. They are not distant or out of reach. In fact, the moment you conceive of a desire, it already exists in some form. The very act of desiring is the first step in its creation. Think of your mind as a creative force, a vast, limitless field of potential. Every thought, every feeling, every desire you hold has the power to shape your reality. When you desire something, you are tuning into a specific frequency, aligning yourself with the reality in which that desire already exists. This is why it can be said that your desires are already yours. They exist in the realm of potential, waiting for you to bring them into the physical world through your thoughts, feelings, and actions. However, most people approach desire from a place of lack. They see what they want as something they don't have, and this creates a feeling of separation. They may say, I want more money because I don't have enough, or I want a loving relationship because I feel lonely. This focus on the absence of the desired thing only reinforces its S-lock in their lives. The more they focus on what they don't have, the more they create the experience of not having it. The key to manifesting your desires is to shift your focus from lack to abundance. Instead of seeing your desires as something you must struggle for, start seeing them as something that is already yours. When you feel the desire for something, understand that it is already on its way to you. The fact that you can imagine it, feel it, and long for, it means it exists within you at some level. It's not about creating something out of nothing. It's about aligning yourself with the reality in which your desire is already fulfilled. To do this, you must first recognize that your desires are a reflection of your inner state. They are not random. They are deeply connected to who you are and what you believe is possible for you. Your desires are like a compass, guiding you toward experiences that are in alignment with your true self. When you feel a strong desire for something, it's because that experience is already part of your potential. It's as if your future self is calling out to you, inviting you to step into the version of yourself where that desire is already fulfilled. This is why it's so important to stop thinking of your desires as something you need to work hard for or struggle to achieve. Instead, see them as an extension of yourself, something that is naturally drawn to you when you align with the right frequency. The moment you let go of the belief that your desires are difficult to attain, you make room for them to flow into your life effortlessly. One of the most powerful ways to do this is by practicing the feeling of already having what you want. This is often referred to as living in the end or assuming the feeling of the wish fulfilled. When you assume the feeling of already having what you desire, you send a powerful signal to the universe. You are telling, "This is my reality, this is who I am," and the universe, like a mirror, reflects that back to you. It begins to rearrange itself to match the vibration of the reality you are holding within yourself. This is not about pretending or forcing yourself to believe something you don't. It's about genuinely tapping into the feeling of having what you want, even if just for a moment. When you practice this consistently, you will begin to notice subtle shifts in your reality. Opportunities will present themselves. People will come into your life and circumstances will unfold in ways that support the manifestation of your desires. But this process requires trust. It requires you to let go of the need to control how and when your desires will come to fruition. Often, we get caught up in the details trying to figure out exactly how our desires will manifest, and when they don't happen according to our timeline, we become frustrated or discouraged. This is the mind's way of trying to protect us from disappointment. But it also creates resistance when you try to control the process. You are operating from a place of fear and doubt, which only pushes your desires further away. Instead, trust that the universe knows the perfect way to bring your desires into your life. Trust that everything is unfolding in divine timing, and that your only job is to stay aligned with the feeling of having what you want. The more you can relax into this trust, the faster your desires will manifest. It's also important to understand that your desires are not static, they evolve.
As you evolve, what you desire today may not be what you desire a year from now, and that's okay. As you grow and expand, so too will your desires. They are an expression of your soul's journey, a way for you to experience the fullness of life. So don't be afraid to desire more, to dream bigger, or to change your mind about what you want. The universe is infinite, and there is no limit to what you can create. Remember, your desires are already yours. The moment you conceive of them, they exist within you, waiting to be brought into the physical world. All you need to do is align yourself with the feeling of having them, trust in the process, and allow the universe to do its work. Stop trying so hard. Stop chasing after what you think is out of reach. Everything you desire is already here, waiting for you to claim it. We live in a world that values hard work, effort, and relentless striving from a young age. We're taught that if we want something, we must work tirelessly for it, put in endless hours, and push ourselves beyond our limits to achieve our goals. This belief has been ingrained into the fabric of society, and it's reinforced in almost every aspect of our lives, from school to work, from relationships to personal growth. The mantra of try harder is drilled into our minds, and we start to believe that the harder we try, the closer we'll get to what we want. But in reality, trying harder isn't always the answer. In fact, often it's the very thing that keeps keeps us from what we truly desire. When we try too hard, we enter a state of resistance. This resistance comes from the belief that what we want is somehow out of reach, that it's something separate from us that we have to fight for or struggle to attain. But the truth is, this mindset of EF and struggle creates a sense of separation between us and our desires. It reinforces the idea that what we want is not ours, and that we must close that gap by sheer force of will. However, this way of thinking often leads to frustration, exhaustion, and a sense of lack, because we are constantly trying to bridge a gap that only exists in our minds. When you try too hard, you send a message to yourself and to the universe that you don't already have what you want. You're reinforcing the belief that there's something missing in your life, that there's a lack that needs to be filled. And as long as you're focused on what's missing, you're going to continue experiencing more of that lack. The more effort you put into trying to fix or hang your current situation, the more you're focused on the problem instead of the solution. This creates a cycle of resistance where the harder you try, the more elusive your desires become. What we often forget is that life operates in a flow. When you're in a state of flow, things come to you effortlessly without force or struggle. This flow is the natural state of the universe. Everything in nature moves effortlessly. The river doesn't struggle to flow. The sun doesn't try hard to shine, they simply are. And their existence is a testament to the power of allowing rather than forcing. When we stop trying so hard, we allow ourselves to enter this natural flow where things unfold with ease, and our desires come to us without the need for relentless effort. Trying too hard often comes from a place of fear of failure, fear of not being good enough, fear of missing out. We think that if we don't push ourselves to the limit, we'll somehow fall behind or miss our chance. But in reality, this fear-based approach only creates more tension and anxiety, which blocks the very things we are trying to achieve. When you're consumed with trying hard, you're not present in the moment. You're constantly thinking about the future, worrying about how things will turn out, and this takes you out of alignment with the very energy that would allow you to effortlessly manifest your desires. The key to unlocking what you want isn't in trying harder, it's in letting go of the need to control every aspect of the process, letting go of the fear that things won't work out if you're not constantly pushing, letting go of the belief that effort is the only way to success. When you let go, you create space for things to flow naturally into your life. You stop holding on to the belief that you're separate from your desires, and instead you begin to align with the energy of already having what you want. It's a shift from doing to being, from striving to allowing. Letting go doesn't mean giving up. It doesn't mean you stopped taking action or that you don't care about the outcome. It means releasing the need to force things and trusting that they will unfold in their own time and in the best possible way. It means moving from a place of inspired action rather than forced action when you're in alignment with your desires. The actions you take will feel natural and effortless. They won't feel like a struggle or something you have to force yourself to do. Instead, they'll come from a place of inspiration. And this is when the magic happens.